Welcome back to Hobby Odyssey, my fitness journey. Again, it's the second one I've done for the 2025 New Year so far, but coming right at you pretty quick. So we're already 2 weeks into 2025 now, and I've seen a big uptick at the gym, with a lot of people obviously having New Year's resolutions to get out and get fit. Hopefully they commit to it, and hopefully that they can get their long-term results they need. But I also hope they are not expecting easy, quick turnarounds either. But it's good to see a number of people there, so we'll take it as it is. So as per my initial welcome back for 2025, I said that I was going to cut down on these ones, wouldn't do an update on every single session, and I'd probably try to cap it at 2 days a week. And that is because I am extending how many sessions I do in the hope that I can also get fit and healthy. Now, I've committed to this gym for 6 to 8 months now, I think it is. Luke's Fitness Boot Camp in Adelaide. They are fantastic and they continue to motivate me each time I go. A little bit extra that seems to motivate me, and I don't really understand the reason for it, is they sometimes record the gym sessions as people go along, just in those Facebook and Instagram live reels or feeds or whatever they are. And I love going in there, stalking the classes to see if everyone else is struggling as much as I am, or if people have like good techniques and if I can learn off them. It's a weird motivator, but I like it. I like to see what the rest of the gym community is up to and how they're coping with it, especially after the sessions where I feel like I'm absolutely dying. So the first session I had this week was a hard and fast session, or heavy and fast, I think they're calling it still. I still like the old name, hard and fast. It really spooks me and gets me going. Anyway, heavy and fast, we started off yesterday. And forgive me again if I forget some of the stuff that we got done, but I will attempt to take pics each time of what we are doing. So let's throw myself back to a whole 24 hours or more ago, which it's proven to be difficult, to be honest. What did I do? That's right. That was some fun stuff. So I might see if I can start sharing some of the reels I have occasionally, just to show some of the exercises in person. Probably not today because I don't know how to do it. Anyway, it was a number of exercises that I found tiring and destroyed me. So I'm currently dealing with plantar fasciitis. If no one knows what it is, have a look at this link here if it pops up at all. Right there, maybe. And get your head around that. So it seems to be fairly common. And every time I bring it up saying, I'm getting these heel pains, I can barely walk or run, I can't move because of this thing, people are like, oh, I get heel issues every time I wake up and it just goes away. So I don't think much of it. But it seems to be the more people I talk to, the more people I know that seem to have this sort of issue and just shrug it off because it never gets quite as bad as it has for me. So just a quick update on that. My plantar fasciitis sucks balls. So it's on both feet. It creates a really painful sensation on the back of my heels. And also, I don't know when, maybe when I'm stretching or not doing much, it creates this really weird and not nice burning sensation on the back of my heels as well. It's a fun little thing to deal with. It also inhibits me from walking properly half of the time, but it inhibits me from doing any sort of jogging and running, even skipping, things where it's active, high tempo exercises and your feet are coming down and supporting you quite frequently. I can't do those. They suck. I can do cycling and things like that because it's low impact, but any impact sort of exercises at the moment suck. So there were a number of exercises in there that were impact based. One of them was a shuttle run. I used to despise shuttle runs when I was going to school. I'm feeling fitter now, and I feel like I could actually do them quite well. Can't do it though. Can't do it because I'm carrying this stupid injury. Uh, Anyhow, I did try to give it a bit of a hobble. I kind of shuffled out there like an old man trying to jog and then gave up on that. That was one exercise of like 8 or so, though. So I'm not going to remember all of them, but they came in sets of 2 from memory and they were quite fun. So, well, quite fun is subjective, I guess, but they kept me going, kept the heart rate up, hoping to like cut down on this gut of mine so I can feel healthy and fit. So yeah, they were grouped up into activities. One of them was the battle ropes. So if you haven't dealt with battle ropes yet, they're the heavy, thick gauge ropes like that. You have 2 of them, and you basically grab them, hold them like that, and whip them either individually or just back and forth like that. So up and down. With those thick ropes, they get real heavy the longer they are, and you had to keep that up for 15 individual like goes at it, and then you do a small little jog up to a mat, and you do some. I don't even know what the name is, but you go into a push-up stance, arms out straight, and with your legs crouched, and then you jump your legs back forward, stand up, and that's 1. Not a burpee, but sort of similar, much easier. Anyway, it was time limited for these, so you were going back and forth and doing these for, I believe, 2 minutes or 2 minutes 30 for each group of exercises. What can I say? It was tough. I can't really remember all that much of the other ones, but we had high intensity ones. So we had 3 different groups that had cycling or aerobic based exercises, and they were on like the bike ERG or the, what is it? It's like a fan sort of bike where you pump your arms with it as well, and the rower. So again, it was 30 seconds, or was it 20 seconds? 30 or 20 seconds, one of those. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, just standard pedaling. You keep it up to a certain RPM. 30 seconds on where you're doing like a sprint activity. And then 30 seconds again until that 2 minutes 30 was done. That was pretty good. And I think that one of them was, what was it? It was a dumbbell bicep curl sort of one, but it was a squat, come up, curl, and then press. So that was also quite good, but by that stage I was getting pretty sick of squats because we also had a barbell one where we were doing squats, and then from that point, I believe from memory, it was a squat press. So, you know, deadlift sort of activity, bring it up to the chest, squat down, back up, and that was one. And then I think from that point it was a bicep curl as well. So switch up to a different dumbbell, different weight, la di da di da. Today's session was just a straight strength session. So apologies if you were keen to learn more about the heavy fast one, but the strength sessions are pretty much my forte. So I'll go over that in a little bit more detail. Right, okay, so the strength session that we went on today, it was alright. I didn't feel like I was pushed as hard as I have before. Maybe my own fault, but let's see if we can recap what I went through. So, from memory, I think it was about 7, 8, 12 exercises. I don't know. I'll try to remember as I walk them through. So, I decided to start on the one that I thought would be the worst. And again, they were grouped in sets of 2 exercises. So, I think you did 8 sets of those exercises in total, 4 of each. So, you do a set, you switch over after the 30 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever the time was. You go to the next exercise, do that for 30 seconds, 20 seconds to get to the other exercise, and then you rotate, so you do 4 of each. I started on the Copenhagen planks. So the Copenhagen planks, if people are not aware, are kind of funky and cool. Let's see if I can pull up a bit of a browser and have a quick look-see. See if anyone's able to share an experience of these. So let's see. There we go. You should see my browser, but you can't see me. What is going on with that? Come on, little thing. Whatever. I'll fix it up later. Who needs to see me when I'm sharing this? So let's jump onto YouTube, the old YouTube, and see if we can see what these are. So Copenhagen. I'm not spelling that right, am I? Copenhagen planks. Let's hope it doesn't bring up anything dodge. There we go. Perfect example of it there. So as you can see, you go sideways. Well, the preview example's better. Stop autoplaying. Can't stop it. Anyway, as you can see, on the Copenhagen plank, you set up a side plank. It looks fairly normal, except you're up on a bench and you're holding yourself up, and then you basically clamp the lower leg on, and then you're trying to engage and set up those side muscles so that you're doing those. So that's the Copenhagen plank. We rotated that one around with a assisted or non-assisted pull-up, whatever you are attempting to do. I'm still having to go assisted. I'm going to strive at some stage to be able to do a full set of unassisted pull-ups, but for the time being, I'm doing the overhand military ones just so I can build up those back. Ooh, something cracked there. So I can build up those back muscles and get me there. One day. I can do some unassisted pull-ups. It's just not that many. And I see some of these dudes who can do like full body ups and everything like that, and I just want to calisthenics videos. I never knew what calisthenics was until I've seen some of these videos of dudes just like looking like they're lifting themselves effortlessly, and there's like wings on their feet. One day. Anywho, assisted pull-ups, rotate back, and then do more of the Copenhagen planks. So rotated 4 times on each exercise. After that, we rotated off to the next exercise, which was a bench-based fly. So arm straight out, lean, elevated back a bit, and then bring the weights up. Straight arms as long as possible. And you can really feel, if you do it right, the muscles of your back just engaging and flexing as you do it. So you can really focus on those spots there if you're doing it right. We rotated off that one onto a uneven farmer's walk, I believe they call it, or farmer's carry. So a farmer's carry, it's typically one side of your body where you're carrying something heavy, like a farmer would with like a pail of, milk or something, right? Where one arm's loaded up and the other arm has nothing. Or in this case, one arm was loaded up, the other arm had another kettlebell above our heads as we walked, and then we rotated the arms at that point. Quite hard, especially the one overhead. So that really fatigues you pretty quick. We've done it in the past with jerry cans, like 20 kilo jerry cans. Pretty tough work. Farmers are bloody fit, apparently. All right, so after that, we rotated on to 2 more exercises. So the next ones was like, what do they call them, torsion bars or something, which are just weighted bars, like straight bars go across about, half an arm's length. And they're thick, so you grip it, and then we did like a straight arm lift out in front of us, pull it back, and then push it back out and try to maintain everything activated so you don't slouch forward or anything like that. Did a set of that, rotated off that onto this weird little squat exercise that I kind of hated, but it was a quick one that, you just pumped out and could barely stand after the fact. So a little stair, you stood on it with one leg, you threw a leg out to do a squat from that step, so uneven stance, and then the leg that was on the ground, you threw that back into a lunge. and then back and forth. So lunge into the uneven squat, into the uneven lunge until the time period, and then rotate back to those torsion bars. The next set of exercises was just our choice of machine-based ones. So it was, well, not our choice, but it was a tricep push down or pull down or whatever you want to call it, and you rotate onto a lower body type exercise where I did calf raises because I didn't really need to focus on those because of the damn plantar fasciitis. All right, so after that, we moved on to a interesting one. So I don't know if people have used them, but there's these thick elastic bands, like that thick, that wide, and we shimmy those up over our like thighs. So over both legs, over our thighs. We then performed one of those. It's a plank or whatever, right? So you have your feet up. Yeah. Where's Aragorn? Nah, I don't have him. All right. Anyway, you do it's not a plank, it's a bridge. You do a bridge, and then whilst you're in the bridge, you step. So bridge like this, right? You step one leg out and back in, one leg out and back in, whilst you have that band on your leg. Difficult and tiring. We rotated that on with a one where we did leg. My fingers don't bend that way. Legs straight up. And then they rotated back and forth like that slowly. So again, pretty tough, but I got through it and I survived. The next exercise was a bit of a fun one. So it was the last set. So I don't think I've missed anything, but it was the last set of exercises that I had to do. The first one was, we have these little pad things that slide along the floor. So we had two of those that we stood on with our feet, and then we were in a push-up stance. And then basically my fingers just don't contort like that. I really need a demo again. Whatever, I'll find a toy at some stage. Anyway, push-up stance, you bring your knees to your chest as close as you can whilst maintaining that sort of push-up planky type stance. And then you push back out, and then you bring the legs back in while your legs are straight, so your bum goes up in the air, straight back out, then a push-up, and then you rotate through those again. Bring your knees in, out, butt up, out, push-up. Gets pretty tiring, wasn't too bad. The next one, though, I was quite proud of because it seems that there wasn't that many people in the gym that could actually do it, and I felt like I did manage to do it. The gym instructor, Erin, she said she was about to capture me on video doing it, but just as she pulled out and pressed record, I stacked it. I lost balance, fell off. It's the thing. Because there were only like 30-second sets of these, though, it was these ones were a bit of a struggle because you just couldn't get the technique right. So anyway, think of an exercise ball, a little bit of the exercise ball with a flat like balance board on top. So the exercise ball's underneath, balance board is on top. Have no idea what they're called. Our purpose was to stand on the middle of that one-footed and then do like, what is it? Where you bend one leg out like that and you tilt your torso forward, and it's supposed to work the hamstring that they're standing on. Don't know the name of it. Didn't demo it very good, obviously, but it wasn't a terrible exercise. I just needed more time to practice, to be honest. I really, really like when I'm able to practice and like do something right, and it's an achievement for me. I guess it helps keep me going if I'm able to step up and do these difficult things that other people can't. Anyway, that was a session. I recorded, again, I don't even know how to track what like a calorie is, to be honest, because I don't track my calories in. Anyway, end up smashing out like 450 calories, whatever that is in real world terms. But I'm just trying to track it now and see how I go. I'm not going to track the inward calories because I like my food. I really do. I might start trying to do more meat, but who knows. Also, because I've been coming up old, I just came up old at some stage, and my recovery's been real slow. I've also went to the health food shop, got a bag, just a try out of pure creatine. So creatine, for those that are not aware, and I don't really know much about it, but apparently it's a natural ingredient that your body uses to store energy of some sort, and to also aid in recovery, other bits and pieces. Apparently it's supposed to be really good for mental energy and stuff as well. So I'm just doing the default dose of that now each day, seeing how I go, just hoping it will help some of my muscles that are lingeringly sore, help them recover, but we will see. I've had this ongoing like back strain, muscle soreness for like 6 months now, and it doesn't stop me doing anything, but it's really annoying when it flares up. And I've got some other lingering stuff, and obviously the plantar fasciitis. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. It does make you hell thirsty though, and I have been smashing down a lot of water since then. That's me. That's my update again for the week. I'll try to come again on Friday, where I will detail my Thursday strength session and then the Friday Tabata session. So the Tabata, you can look up what it's supposed to be, but it is a high intensity activity, and I think it's like 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, blah. I'll come back at you with how that went, what the exercises were, what my most challenging ones were, and hopefully get some engagement with people about their own fitness journey, especially coming into 2025, where everyone's getting out there and trying to inspire themselves to keep going. I hope that I can help inspire you, because I didn't come into it with a New Year's resolution sort of aspect. I came into it going, wow, I'm getting old. I've been lazy. I should have been going to the gym for a while and trying to get back into it. And, like, I can't see much results myself, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a bit better. And occasionally when I see myself in a video working out, I'm like, yeah, those arms and shoulders are looking all right. Cool, keep it up. Ideally, because I'm a dad, I don't want to have a dad body forever. So let's see if I can trim down this gut. Make my man boobs look a bit more like pecs. That'd be pretty cool, and just have an overall feeling of health and keep myself going, and hopefully give myself more energy for my kids. Have a good new year. Again, keep it up. If you're only getting into this again, or this is the first time you've gotten into it because of New Year's resolution, it's not quick, but stick with it. Once you stick with it, especially if you find a good gym, find a good place where people are enthusiastic and encourage you, a good community, because it really does help, and it helps you come back as well. So Luke's Fitness Boot Camp, I really wish I'd found a group training group like this earlier in my life. If I was like early 30s and I got into it, it would have been freaking ideal, because again, you don't have to compete with anyone, but you see someone else doing better, there's that natural part of you that just wants to try to do it or keep up with people, even if you don't have that competitive side. Just the encouragement of people of all shapes and sizes going there, giving it a go, and you see results in them, and it's amazing. As I said, I really wish I was able to go back in time and start it in my early 30s, because I think now I will be feeling the benefits of it immensely. Not only that, confidence, energy levels, just focus. Yeah, it would have been good, but, was not to be. I'm making up for it now. Keep it up, keep going, better yourself, because it's never easy, but it's worth it in the end. Have fun and get out there.
Waking up early, gotta lace those shoes tight. Every step's a battle, but I'm ready for the fight. Face in the mirror, seeing shadows of the past. But today I'm stronger, I'm rising up at last. every heartbeat, I feel the fire ignite. Chasing my dreams, I'm reaching for new heights. My family's here and I can see the pressure